So we pass this object there. Let me just refresh where we are. In the user reducer, I'm getting the data. I'm getting the data for the sign out. I make it null. Okay. In the index.js, we dispatch it so that we can save the variable in the store.
Mm.
The Firebase setting. Okay. And this is a constant. This is another constant. Okay. So uh, what I will do now, I will create one more constant here. We have two constants here. I will create one more constant here. I will say export constant, and the name of the constant will be Firebase constant. I can create separate file also, but since we are anyhow using it, I will keep it here for easy
Mm.
base path, and I will say food donation, for example, one.
Mm.
So this is the something path you have to define yourself. Let's say your admin project, you can say admin or any name. We are doing, let's say, meetup. I will say meetup. Whatever name I want for my project, I will keep the base path like this. Use
Mm.
of this one, when I go to the Firebase, I'll show you when I go to the Firebase. So if I go to the Firebase
Mm.
database, each project will be having a separate path. This is a tree-like structure. So
Yeah.
I have put donation one, and this is some test. I'm doing some testing. It's two, or project one. So if we have 100 project, we will be having 100 different name of the project. And tomorrow, if you don't want that project, you can delete it directly, and all the files, all the data will go. So that
Mm.
way, you separate the things for each project differently. So we are
Mm.
keeping that base path like this one. So I
Mm.
did this
Mm.
first base path, and then now what I will do, I will go to public index.html. Here, here we have the bootstrap thing, and this is the Google thing. I showed you Google
Mm.
part, right?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So here we will also add something so that our jQuery and bootstrap thing work, because this drop down is not working. If you see,
Mm.
this drop down is not working because we
That is exactly the question I asked you the other
yeah.
day, remember? Yeah.
So we will add that one here. So let's take the JavaScript from my another folder, and I'll paste it there. I will copy this JS folder inside my food donation public folder, and then I will say script uh, source equal to /js /jquery.min.js.
Mm.
So this is one file I call. This second one is bootstrap.min.js. So these are the two files I added it. Now, if we go here, I can see the drop down, right?
Mm. Mm.
We will do the drop down kind of thing. Let's go and let me close all the files, and I will open. Okay, let's open this is my index. Let's open the components. In the component, we have app.js, and there we call the navigation. Let's open the
Mm.
navigation.
Mm.
And where did we put our in the login? We put our details in the login. So what I will do,
Yeah.
I will not create this login page. I will take this code. and put it in the navigation.
Hmm.
And right now let it be. Now what I will do in the navigation, I will create some navigation for the login part here. Okay,
Hmm.
so how to do that? Just look here.
Mhm.
This is something we are going little more in detail now today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first thing I will put as, let's say instead of this, I will put here as a user, and first will be I will be using as Google login, and second one
Hmm.
will be, I will say sign out.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I will remove this all in here. I don't need it. I will delete all with hash sign because hash sign will give me trouble. I don't want,
Warnings.
I don't,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't need any hash sign, and I will remove the hash sign, all the hash.
Hmm.
Hash, I will say slash. Okay, so this is something I put it here. I need to call this Firebase app in the top, otherwise it will give the error. And what I will do, this part on click, I will call it when here in the navigation,
Hmm.
and I will say on click. I can get it here in the sign out.
Hmm.
Okay. So I change it here and change it here, and I have this path. One is the path about. I don't need about right now. I don't need login part.
Hmm.
I don't need right now. We have new post, edit post, my account. That is fine.
Hmm.
And what else I can put? Let me think. Okay, so if I want this slash one, I have told you about a link here? No, right? Link part. Okay.
No. No. Yeah.
The next, because if I keep like this only, let's see now. Let me open the console.log. Okay, we will remove all the warnings right now. Let it be. If I click Google login,
Hmm.
okay, I'm able to get the reducer and I'm able to get all the details inside the reducer. So that is fine. You saw this one, right? Last time it was coming when we
Yeah.
login.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the problem with a tag? I might have told you in the routing, but I will tell you again. So, for
Hmm.
example, I have one of the links going to the create page.
Yeah.
One is going to the my account page. And for this, if I keep like this, create like this, and if I keep my account like this,
Hmm.
then if I click create, I'm just selecting this text, selecting this text. If I click create, page is refreshed. I told you last time, maybe you don't remember, or I'll repeat it. See, if
Hmm.
I'm marking this header and I'm going to my account page, page is
Hmm.
refreshed. I don't want page refresh because it's single page application. Everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
once it is loaded, it should not refresh the page.
Reload
Till
again. Yeah.
yeah. So to do that, I cannot use the link tag. I cannot use this a tag. To use the link tag provided by the React routing DOM. So I will say
Okay.
import link from React router DOM, and
Hmm.
then I will use this link tag. Instead of a tag, I will use link tag and two. Instead of A tag, I will use link tag space to. So H reference
Hmm.
goes to become to and A tag becomes the link, and then I will end it also with the link tag, link tag, and here also I will say link tag to link tag, and this one is okay A tag because anyhow we are not using A H reference, we are using our custom function. So here
Hmm.
A tag is fine, not a problem. Only where we want to call something, there
Hmm.
we use the link tag. Here I will say
Hmm.
link tag and I will say to, and here I will say link tag. And here especially I will say slash messages or slash chat. We will build some kind of chat or messages,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe messages is fine. Word messages, anything but messages path we have to create it here.
Yeah.
I will create messages. I will I will create one file for messages.
Hmm.
Create one action for messages. So message is there. Let's see now. Okay, so we have create user and this login logout, and we have messages kind of thing.
How did you enable the drop downs? You just added on in
Just added jQuery
index.html.
and yeah, jQuery and Bootstrap. It automatic.
Okay. Okay.
Now what I will do here in the I don't need login, so let's close the login part.
Hmm.
So here, what I will try to do now. So this part is actually we are putting in the Google Auth, but this is not the right way to do in the Firebase. We should always put this logic kind of thing inside the action. So we will move this
Okay.
part to action, but not now, because right
Okay.
now we have to first finish the functionality. Then I will show you how to put it. Next time we will
Okay.
directly put everything in the action and work. But since we have worked it here, let's finish off here and then we will move it to the action.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
now the
Okay.
now the thing is that I don't want to show this Google login when user is logged in, and I want to show only sign out when user is logged in, and I want to show Google login when user is not logged in.
Right.
So we have to do that change kind of thing.
Huh.
And I don't want to show this create and my account when user is logged in.
Logged
Not
in.
logged
Yeah.
in, not logged
Hmm.
in. So I will hide this two path also.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
When they are not logged in. Yeah.
right. So for that we already are saving the information inside the user action or user reducer. Let's see the user reducer. We are saving the information in the user reducer about the one who is logged into our website.
Hmm.
So we should take use of one. We should take use of this one that if I have this information, then don't show don't show this one if we don't have the information, and don't show this one if we have the information.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
something
Hmm.
we have to do that part now. So to do
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
part, we need to call the redux part here, and
Hmm.
to call this part here, we will first import one line. Import connect. When we want to connect the React Redux, we use connect from React Redux. So whenever
Hmm.
we want to connect Redux with the React, we use the connect statement.
Hmm.
And at the bottom, we will create two functions. One is called constant map state to props equal to, it will be arrow function,
Hmm.
and I will create one more, but right now that function is not required, so I will only create one for
Abstract. Yeah.
I will create later on when we will move this part to the action.
Display state.
Yeah, display dispatch to props is another one.
Dispatch. Yeah.
Yeah, dispatch part we will create later on when we will move this to the action part. Right
Okay.
now
Okay.
I don't need it, so I will only create one. And here I will say
Okay.
connect, and then I will put this function name. This is the same.
Hmm.
Putting here,
Hmm.
and create another bracket for component. So this is
Okay.
how we connect it. And here state will come, and state will, and here I will return it an object. An object here I will get the user reducer. State will give me the reducer, user reducer, this one.
Hmm.
So maybe I can say U reducer for the user reducer. This is a different name I'm giving here so that I know I'm here or I'm here there. So just to differentiate it,
Hmm.
I give my own custom name. I can give XYZ any name, colon, and from the state I will get user reducer. And in
Hmm.
the user reducer, I will get all the information which is there. That is the, this
Yeah.
data which I will get it. This data will
Hmm.
have the all user information.
Hmm.
Now let's check if I'm getting this properly. To check it in the render, I will say console.log uh,
Hmm.
uh, props are, it will come here as a props, this dot props. Let's see what props
Yeah.
are. So props are, I get the user reducer, and inside the user reducer, U reducer, I'm getting the data, and inside
Data. Hmm.
I will get all the information.
Right. Okay.
Right now,
Yeah.
now here I will put something to know the user is logged in or not. So I will
Hmm.
say like this: if this dot props dot U reducer, it's coming inside the U reducer,
Hmm.
coming inside the U reducer. So I will take U reducer, and inside U reducer we have data. So I will say
Hmm.
dot data dot. Inside
Hmm.
data we have UID, for example.
Hmm.
So if I have this UID, then I will do something here, else I will do something here. I will
Right.
put some logic here, and based on the logic I will show this part or I will show
Hmm.
this part.
Got it. Okay.
So how to do this, how to show this part and how to show this part, just
Hmm.
watch here now.
Hmm.
I will create one variable called as, for example, mm, str logged in.
Hmm.
It will be array.
Yeah.
Now if user is logged in, whether I have to
Right.
show this part or I have to show this part. If user is
Yeah.
logged in,
If they're already logged in, then you have to show some sign out part, right?
I
Yeah.
know. So okay, so this is something user is logged in. So that means
Hmm.
I will show this sign out part. This sign out part.
Hmm.
So let me put, let me take this from here and I'll put it here.
Hmm.
And when user is not logged in, I will take this part and I will put it here.
Hmm. Okay.
But this will not work right now. I just put it here, but we have to put a proper syntax to make it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how to put the proper syntax? I will take this variable. I'll say dot push. This is array. I will push this information in that variable,
Hmm.
and I will do same thing for here. So if user is
Hmm.
not logged in, he will get this part, and if user is logged in, he will get this part.
Hmm.
Whenever we have the array, we should always have the key, otherwise it will break. So it should be random
Okay.
unique key. It can be anything, but it should be unique. So in the
Okay.
first case, I'm putting 1 and 2. Like this, I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we have many more statements, so we should always
Hmm.
put the key which should be unique.
Hmm.
Right now, I put 1. I can put 1 1 at both the place because 1 will
You
be
can.
never be
Okay.
one time because 1 enabled at one time only one will be enabled, because either this will come or either this will come, right? Both will not come together.
Both will not, but then okay, okay, yeah. So you can put the
Okay,
same
it's
key.
only when you render it, it uses it. So
Yeah,
if
yeah, yeah.
I'm, but right now to make it safe, I'm just putting different, because anyhow I have to make it unique.
Okay.
So we keep different, it will be much more easy. Now I will take this variable and I will put it here as a curly bracket. All variables go as a curly bracket.
Hmm.
So now if I see here, okay, let's see. Okay, it's giving some error. Let's see what is the error. This dot pause dot uregister dot data dot uid. So the problem is here, initially when the page load,
Hmm.
we don't have this user information, because this is the Firebase. It goes to the Firebase, get the data and brings back. So it takes
Yeah.
some seconds. So since it will take some seconds, so initially when the page will load, the component will load, the data will not have the UID parameter, and so this is giving
Right.
error. So
Yeah. Okay.
to fix this, I will go to the reducer. So initially I will just make it an object instead of null,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then it will fix this part.
Okay.
Because then it will come UID as empty, as
Yeah.
a undefined. So if before
Mm-hmm.
that it was not getting anything,
Hmm.
so it was giving error. So just to
Okay.
fix it, we will make it as empty array, and when we make it null here also, we will make it empty object,
Empty.
empty
Hmm.
object
Hmm.
will work. Now you will see only sign out because I am logged in,
Right.
and now you will see only login because I am signed out.
Okay. But do you still want to have this view when you're signed out? My created food donation, those photos and all.
This will be home page and it will be there, because even if I'm signed out, public will be able to see the front page where all the information will be there,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it. Mm-hmm.
right? For the
Yeah.
public
Mm-hmm.
facing page. Only
Yeah.
user is
Yeah.
logged in
Yeah.
where user wants to add something or not. But we
New
need to
post
hide this
or
part,
edit it.
right?
Yeah.
But we need to hide this too and hide this one when user is not logged in.
Not logged in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we will do that now. Okay. Yeah. So for this, okay, now first I want to also show my name. Here I want to show my sign out plus my name also. So
Hmm.
what I will do, I will put one more push kind of thing. Here I will make it 3, and here instead of a tag, I will remove the a tag,
Hmm.
and here I will say just this dot props dot new reducer dot data dot display name, because my name is coming under this name, so I'm using this
Hmm.
one.
Hmm.
So let's refresh it and see. Okay, let's see this dot pause dot user dot display dot a. Okay,
Hmm.
let's see what is coming in the my reducer. Okay, it's not okay. Reducer dot data. Let's see what is the variable name I use it. I will try again. Okay, we have name, not the display name. So that's the problem.
Oh.
In that class, I
Hmm.
put
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
display name.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not able to find it. Yeah.
Now I'm getting it, but it's not aligned properly with the sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's fix that one now. Maybe I'll create one style
We
sheet.
had a style. We had a style dot CSS under CSS. There's a CSS folder here above reducers.
Okay. Yes, let's open this and
Yeah.
let's put it here.
Yeah.
So I can say my name. I'll create one class,
Hmm.
and if I inspect the second sign out one, I will get
Hmm.
this information. I will take the same part because it's already doing that same thing.
Right. Right.
I will copy this part and I will put it in this my name.
Hmm.
And then I will take this my name and I will go to navigation and then I will just say here
Class
class
name. Hmm.
equal to this one, my name, and that will fix this part. So I'm getting both aligned kind of thing.
Hmm.
So this
Hmm.
is my name I'm
But
displaying.
your name is not clickable. Just the sign out part is
Yeah,
clickable.
because I
Yeah.
don't want it to clickable. I can keep my
Hmm.
account of my name, but let it be.
Yeah. 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 I think that's
There's
fine.
different
Hmm.
things we can do.
Yeah.
Now I will hide these two and this message.
Right.
Now, since this is at a different location and I
Hmm.
cannot keep the same variable, so for this I will create another. Maybe I can say var left box equal to empty array, and for the messages I will create another variable called as right box as this. And when I'm logged in,
Hmm.
I will use left box dot push and I'll grab this one, create part, and I will also take another one for the account one, and I will delete these two things. Instead, I will pass the left box, and same thing I will do for here on the messages. I will use right box, and I will delete this from here.
What does this do? Right box, left box? Just aligning.
Not aligning. I want to put this messages li tag
Oh.
some variable. So I created a
Okay.
right box kind of thing.
Ah. Okay. 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 Oh, you're replacing it with the variable. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Right box dot push,
Hmm.
and
Ah. Okay.
so I put this one, and let's make this key equal to, again I start with the 1 for the left box, key equal to 2, and
Hmm.
right box key equal to 1,
Hmm.
and I put the
I
left.
can put key as anything as alphabet as well. Key is equals to A
You
too.
you can put A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and
Okay. Okay.
you can
Okay.
put
Okay.
my account also here, my account.
So
It should
sorry, what was the purpose of the key here? What does key? How? Why do we have
whenever
to define a key?
whenever we array, React will
Okay.
give warning sign if we don't have key. It will not break, but it will give warning sign. So we should put it
Okay.
that warning.
Okay.
Okay, let's see hash sign. There is some more hash sign on the page. Where is it? Okay, no, this one is not the. Let me sign out. Everything is gone, left and right,
Hmm.
and sign in.
Sign in. Yeah.
So everything is back.
Back. Hmm.
So this is all about the linking kind of thing, which
Hmm.
we did. Okay, so this seems to be working. Now what I have to do, I have to save this information in Firebase also. Right now what happened when I'm logged in, I am able to see my information here, but I want it to be saved here in somewhere in this Firebase because
Right.
let's say if I'm making application like Facebook, so one user is interacting with another user.
Hmm.
So then we should have the information of the user. We should have the photo of the user. We should have name of the user. he can interact with other. If I don't put in the Firebase, everything is in the air and only user can see his image and all, but we will not be able to see which user is registered on our website. So we have to put this
Mm-hmm.
information in the Firebase. So let's put this
Mm-hmm.
information in the Firebase now. So to put this information in the Firebase, there are some functions in the Firebase we have to use it. So I will show
Mm-hmm.
you that function. Let's uh, let's use that function. So after I put okay, this is my login. So whenever I log in, I will put the user into the Firebase. So how to put the user into the Firebase? I will say I will create one
Right.
URL is equal to I created. I will open my Firebase.js. I created this Firebase constant. So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's call this also in the URL in the top import statement. And here I will
Mm.
say Firebase constant dot base path
Mm.
plus. Then I will start with the users. I will create one folder called as users. This base path is something in my Firebase, and this is the base path, food donation or food donation test or project one. So for our
Mm.
case, it will be in our case it will be base path will be food donation one,
Mm.
and then so base path will be food donation one. Inside that food donation one, I have users folder. Inside
Mm.
users folder, I will create user ID. So user ID will be this object.uid.
Mm. Mm.
This is my URL. And then
Okay.
what I will do, I will say Firebase dot Firebase database because we are
Mm.
inserting in database
Mm.
is dot reference. Reference is where I want to store. I want to store in this URL.
Yeah.
So this is the database. I give the reference. Reference is this URL. That means I want to in this path.
Mm.
And what you want to store? I want to store this object. So
Right.
to store this object, we have three functions. One is called set, second is called update, and third is called push. I will explain you the
Okay.
difference between all three slowly. Not
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
We will use only update, and I
Okay.
will put object. Then
Because we're just updating it. Hmm.
updating the object, and if it is not there, it creates it. So it's not only updating it; it creates the new. If it's not there, it will create it, and if it is
Okay.
not, if it's there, it will update it. So
Hmm.
whenever user will log in, we will update the information in our database. So tomorrow user has
Okay.
image, I will get the new image whenever he logs in again.
Mhm.
And tomorrow if he has changed the name in the his original website, Google website, and once he will
Then
log
it
in,
will be.
he will get the new name, whatever name he has put.
Hmm.
So now let's see. I will now again log out and I will sign in and then I'll see if it's saved in the database or not. Okay, so right now it's saying I'm logged in. Let's go to the database. Now it has already created a folder called as food donation one.
Hmm.
Inside that it create a users folder. Inside users folder, it I created this is my ID which was I was getting from the Firebase, and
Hmm.
this is the ID. Inside that ID, I saved all details:
Mhm.
email, image, name, provider, refresh token, UID. Actually, I don't need this refresh token. Let's delete it now. In future, if we
Mhm.
need it, we will use it again. But right now, I don't see any use of this refresh token. So
Mhm.
let me remove it. And I'll delete the Firebase to try again. Also, I want to put the logged in time when the user logged in. So I will create one more parameter called as logged in, and here I will give the current time, whatever is the current time.
Yeah.
So in the Firebase, we have a special function to put the current time that is called firebase.database.servervalue.timestamp.
Got
This
it.
is
Okay.
the current time, whatever the time user is logged in. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the default given by Firebase. I'm using that one. So let's see
Okay.
now. I deleted the folder. I will log out and then I will log in.
Hmm.
Okay, so now I got the food donation one, and you will see logged in time is there. It goes as a number of seconds. This
Yeah.
seconds has
Yeah.
the number of seconds from the January 1970 till now. So these are the number of
Hmm.
seconds, and we can convert this into any time and time back to this number. So this is vice versa. We travel it, uh,
Hmm.
change it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we are saving this information here. Now I will use one more function of the Firebase.
Hmm.
Now here I don't know whether that user exists in my database or not. So if
Hmm.
user exists in my database or not. So to check
Ma-
that I use
Hmm. Like
it means
absolutely new user or returning user,
yeah,
you're saying, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
it's the old user or the new user, because for the
Okay.
new user I will also put created date. But for the old user I don't want to add the created date.
Right.
So I will say Firebase dot or Firebase database. The database which I use this variable dot
Hmm.
reference will be the reference of this. So URL I will put before that. The reference will call the URL, and then I will say once, and I will say value. This is a face Firebase kind of thing. How we call the database. This is the way
Hmm.
you will learn it when we do many examples. You will understand
Yeah.
how. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Right now, just
Hmm.
see it is given by the Firebase. So right now, don't
Hmm.
worry about exact syntax.
Okay.
And inside then I will use arrow function, and it will give me some parameter called a snapshot. In
Hmm.
case the name, this is just a name. And here I will see if user exists or not. So I can say console.log snapshot. Maybe I can say checking snapshot dot wall to see what is there in the wall. I will see this one.
Hmm.
So let's refresh it. Try that. I'm getting this in the my account. Let's remove this. It's disturbing. Okay, lot of information. Let's remove all this one, and I'll just say my account for now. And also we have in the home.js lot of information, lot of this hashtag.
Hmm.
Let's remove this too. Okay, so I'm just checking it. Let's see. I will click login.
Hmm.
So it's checking, and I am able to see the information
Hmm.
of the user who is there in my Firebase. So for example,
Right.
if it doesn't exist, I will use login with some different user ID.
Hmm.
It does not exist in our database. And then, okay, it's again showing me it's there because it's immediately updating it and showing it. So we don't get time difference. If
Hmm.
I comment this, you will be, it will come null. So let's delete this one. I'll show you again.
Yeah.
So it's saying null. That means user does not exist in our database.
Right. Hmm.
So there is also one way to directly see if user exists or not, which is
Hmm.
like if not snapshot dot exist, that means it does not exist in our database. If it
Hmm.
does not exist, I will create something called as created date, so that I know
Hmm.
when the user first was created in my database. So I will say
Hmm.
created date, and this will be the
Hmm.
current. This logged in time will be updated every time user log in, but this created date will come when user comes first time.
Hmm.
And I will move this part inside here. I will move this part here. So, and I don't need any other thing. I will empty this one.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is something I check it. If user does not exist, I will create the
Then
created
you could.
and then update
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Let's delete. It's not there. Okay. Now we will try again.
Hmm.
Okay, so now if I go here, I get food donation one users, I get information, I get created date also. Right now both are same because both are created together, but when I log in, this created date will be same, but this will be changing. Logged in date will
Hmm.
be changing. So
Hmm.
this is all about the user login kind of thing. Logout is this one. We don't need anything to do anything about logout.
Yeah.
And then this one completes our this login functionality here, but we need to move this to the action kind of thing.
Actions. Hmm.
To move this into action, let's move this to action. Okay, we will move this action next time. Right now I will just
Right.
we will discuss little bit about how we will are going to structure uh, our structure of this donation.
Hmm.
So I also need one of the tags kind of thing. Right now we did not put the tags. Let's go and add the tag.
Tag for what?
I will tell you once I will add it.
Also, if you could show me for routing, right now we are just force browsing to that endpoint in the URL. How to just click and land to that page.
Right, this one, right?
Yeah, right now we're just doing on in the URL and it takes us to create page. What if we click on create and then it takes us to that page? How does that happen?
I click the create one, right? I click the create.
How does what makes that happen? Because I think I only remember
Oh,
force
okay.
browsing too. Yeah.
Okay. So when I put in the navigation, I put this link to because of this
Okay.
it was going to create one. And previously when it was AH reference, when I was
Yeah.
changing the URL, you saw it was
Yeah.
now it's not
Okay.
reflecting
Okay.
because of the link.
Okay. So every time if I need to click and go to, I always have to do that link too.
Right, link to. Always you have
Okay.
to do
Okay.
link to.
Okay.
Okay, so let's add. We will do little bit now. Research on what we will going to do.
Hmm.
Let's add the tags. So tags will be used for searching part,
Okay.
comma separated, keywords or search. Generally, generally we are using Firebase. Firebase is not like a MySQL database where user can search anything. It's a little, flat database. So we
Hmm.
will put the tags. We will take the tags from the user, what tags they want people to search when they want to show their information. So for
Hmm.
example, user will say if user any person searches Indian, they should show my advertisement, my food donation post, or they can search for chicken, or they should search for some uh,
Okay. Like
bread
some keywords. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
want to put. And based on this keyword, I will
They'll
structure
get
my
searches out.
database so that it is easy for searching. Because searching is available in the Firebase.
Yeah.
Uh, in MySQL database, we have the very powerful search.
Yeah.
Choose
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
keyword, but here it is not there. So we will make a similar kind of interface for user to create based on this tags.
Okay. Okay.
So now we will do this some other time because it's a big process. We are not reached to that point, but we will discuss something how we are going to achieve that one. Now when I submit this, let me open some page, readme, so that we can. Okay. So when I put this in the Firebase, let's say I create a path called as data. Inside data, I will create posts. And inside that post, I will create, let's say, ID number 1. I will post the details, all the details. Let's say you are putting first post, number one will be 1, and your all details, that which food you want to say, which location, the other
Right.
details, I will put it like that.
Yeah.
Second user will come, I will put the details. Third user will come, I will put the details. Like this, I will put the details of 5 users, for example. But I won't be able to search on this one. So let's say if you are in the in the San Jose or Santa Clara, I won't be able to search based on only details. Details will be full details, location exactly. So we won't be able to search that one based on the details. So we need to create another path. For example, data. Maybe I can say county. Inside county, the structure will be like this. I will say US. In US, it will be CA, California.
Yeah.
Inside California, it will be Santa Clara County. And inside Santa Clara County, I will take this number 1 because this first one is in the Santa Clara County, for example. Santa Clara, CA, US. This is the location of. So I will take the one number from this one, and I will put some timestamp when this one was created. Timestamp. Let's say second one was created in the Pleasanton. So what I will do, I will say US, CA.
It's California. Yeah.
Here I will
So
say
Pleasanton County.
yeah. The county is Alameda,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then I will say 2 timestamp.
Okay.
So one structure will be based on the county. So when user will go and searches all the posts near his county. So let's say if I'm in the Santa Clara County, I will see one post. But if I'm in the Alameda County, I will see only one post, this one.
Yeah.
Let's say this one is also San Jose. So San
Okay.
Jose will become in the county of this one also. So I will say 3 times 10. Let's say
Okay.
this one is going to San Francisco. So I will create one more layer of county called as,
Yeah. San Francisco.
and here I will put 4 number.
Hmm.
So if user is searching in this county,
Okay.
I will give some feature that you can search on county based or state based or country based, something like that. If they say county based, whatever location they will put, they will find near the county one. The default one will be the county. Because anyhow, you can move from one city to another city. In county, you can easily go and get the or anything because
Yeah.
it's nearby.
Yeah.
But I will also create one similar structure for example, state. I want to put all the in the particular state. So in this structure, state one, I will not put county. Inside directly CA, I will put all these details.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4 will be there.
Irrespective of the county.
Yeah. So if user is searching state wise, if he's saying CA, he will get all this 4 record. But if he's searching county wise, he will get limited records like this. I will create one same structure for city wise, for example. In the city wise, it will go one more level deep, and here it will say San Jose or Santa Clara. Inside Santa Clara, it will say only the one, and second one will be San Jose. Inside San Jose, it will create 3. So if user is searching city-wide, get only this one record. If he's in Santa Clara, he will go only this one if he's in the San Jose. I will not repeat all the details because these details will be 10 feeds or 100 feeds. Here only I will give the ID 1 or 3. Rest details will come from this one. So when user is searching for a state, I will take first all these 4 records and then I will go one by one to get the details of each one.
Okay.
So when user is searching somewhere, I will not get the details at that time. I will get only the IDs.
Got it.
And when I got all the IDs, I will go to one by one ID here in the post and I will get the details of that ID.
Okay.
So this is how the work in the Firebase.
Got
Firebase
it.
is not
Okay.
like directly you get everything. Well, I don't want to save this
You
whole
have to
information
nest it.
in every place. That will be too much data. I want to save the data.
Yeah. Plus the searching will be easier if we organize
That will
it.
be
Yeah.
easy, right? And I will copy this one. And for each tag, let's say user is putting Indian. For each tag, I will copy same structure. One structure will be like for Indian. If they all have the Indian, I will keep the structure same. So this whole structure will go inside the Indian. And if they have another keyword, for example, chicken, so the whole structure will again go inside the chicken. So if user is searching chicken, we will ask only put one. If he put multiple, then we will not allow it because it will too much kind of thing. At one time, he should put only chicken or kind of thing. We will limit kind of thing. Or if user is putting more, it will not show anything because they have to put only one word for searching. So for chicken, I will user is searching chicken, and then in the county, I will show these 2 or whatever it is there. So for each tag also, I will save the same structure.
Okay.
Or another thing is that I will not save the tag. Once I get all the data in the JavaScript on the front end, we can filter the things. It will be more faster kind of thing. So right now I will just ask user to search based on the county, and then I will give filter. So in the filter, they can put whatever results is coming. They can put chicken, and wherever the chicken is present, they will get that one. So we can do on the front end side also. That we can decide later on if we want to use tags.
Okay.
But we will build the facility tags later on if we feel that front end is much more appropriate going forward. We will use that one.
Then we'll use that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I built same thing in the Angular long time back, and I was giving both the facilities. So I was giving tags also. I was giving the filter of that. I was giving both the facilities. So we can do that also. We can give both. First, you can search keyword, and then you can filter from the results also.
Okay. Okay.
So this is how we structure kind of thing. Now I will show you simply in 5 minutes. I will show you how to host this in the Firebase. So if you don't have any server, you can put all this website in the Firebase and you can use that.
Awesome. Okay.
I'll just show you in 5 minutes how to do that. Let me take. So first step is we have to, if you are using Mac, you have to use this line of the code in the command line. So you will say npm sudo. In the Mac, it's sudo npm install -g firebase tools. So you will
Hmm.
install these tools in your this. Once you enter it, it will install it.
Hmm.
I will give you in the chat also this one, but you
Okay.
can see the video and you can copy paste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you are done with that step, you can say Firebase login. So it will go to your browser and it will authenticate with your Gmail account which Firebase you want to use. Since I want to
Okay.
use this Firebase with my one of the user, I will log in with this user and then it will use that one. So for example, I am logged in with this practical web development. So all the projects which are under this user,
Hmm.
I will be able to use it in this Firebase.
Okay.
Now, next step will be after login. This login you have to do once. Once you are logged in, you don't have to do every time.
Okay. Just
After you
one.
are done with login, you have to say Firebase init.
Hmm.
Once you say Firebase init, it will ask you few questions. Are you ready to proceed? You have to say yes. Now, what you want to use? Database, Firestore, function, hosting, storage. These are the different features
Hmm.
of database, and we want to use hosting. We don't want any other thing. So I will just place space bar wherever I want to use
Okay.
it, and I will use from the keyboard one up and down.
Okay.
I want, and whichever I want, I will press space bar to select it or space bar to take it.
Okay.
Take
Okay.
it. And since I want database and hosting, I will choose that and I will press enter.
Hmm.
Then it will ask me which project you want. Since if in my Firebase I have two projects, so it's showing both the projects. I will choose the first project, wherever I want to use this one. If I want to use
Hmm.
first project, I will use this one. If I want to use second project, I will use this one. Since I want to use the first project, I will use this one. Press enter. Now it will ask me what file should be used for database rules. So it is giving some default name. I will use this default name. I will not change it. I'll press
Hmm.
enter it. Then second question, it's asking me what do you want to use as a public directory. Now remember that when we are building the Firebase,
Hmm.
we should have the public directory, and this public is not the really the public directory which we will be using it.
Hmm.
So let me use it. Let me build the public directory and then I will use it. So I will show you how to build that one.
Hmm.
I have to say npm run build. When I say
Hmm.
npm run build, it will build one build folder that is used for the production websites, and that is my public folder actually. This public folder is only for development purpose.
Hmm.
When we are going to the production website, we will not use this public folder. We will create a build folder, which by using this command, we will be building it build folder.
Okay.
That build folder will only go to the production website, and this public and source will not go. Public and source is
Okay.
only for ours.
Okay.
So I'll show you once it is built that
Hmm.
folder will export it to the. Okay, so build folder is done. So now you will see build folder is this, right? Build folder is created.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is very a trimmed version of our website. Whatever is used, it is using that one. We don't
Hmm.
need any other thing. So you can delete all the folders also after building if you're not building, editing it. But only build folder is used for the production. All these folders
Okay.
are used for the development.
Okay.
So now which folder I want to use for the public? It will be build folder.
Built. Hmm.
So now it's
But if you are changing anything in development, then you have to
again run
build
the
it, right?
npm build. Yeah,
Yeah.
npm run
Yeah.
build you have to do again, and you have to
Got
uh,
it.
follow the same procedure. This one you will do only once, but there is
Yeah.
another step which you will do. So now it's asking configure single page app. We want to build single page app, so we will say yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now it's asking me in the build folder we have index.html. Do you want to override it? No, because we have index.html. We want to use that index.html. We don't want this other index.html. So here we will say
Oh
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because we have already index.html. We will using that one
Inside public.
inside the build one, inside build,
Oh,
because
that is a good.
right now
Okay,
build is
yeah.
my public, real public.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
This public is only for development. Don't worry. This public is not the real
Okay,
public.
got it. Okay.
So now everything is done. This step is only one time you have to do, not every time. One time only.
Hmm.
You have to do. Now
Hmm.
what you have to do every time, whenever you do changes, you have to run this command: Firebase space deploy. So
Hmm.
deploy will take all the files from the build folder and upload it on the Firebase.
Hmm.
Deploy will take all the files from the build folder and upload.
Uploaded on the. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's done. Now if I take this URL, my
Hmm.
files will be there. Okay, so now it's not taking the bootstrap one. Let's see what is the problem.
Oh yeah. Bootstrap.
Okay, let's you paste source. We have bootstrap. Okay, so bootstrap is not correct. It's not correct. So we need to figure out why. Okay, it's bootstrap.min.css,
Hmm.
and what we are using it, we are using bootstrap.css. So there is some mismatch.
Bootstrap
Min dot.
admin dot. Yeah.
So here we are using min.css correctly. Hmm. Here we are using correctly min.css. This is my JavaScript and this is jQuery Bootstrap. This is correct. But why in the index it has created, okay, it has created bootstrap.min.css also, but
Hmm.
why here? I know why. Maybe it's caching from my old website, because I was doing the same in my other class. There I might have
Oh.
bootstrap.css, so it's caching here. So I uploaded here once now. Yeah, see, this is all our old image which I did.
Yeah, yeah. This is not from our
So
project. Yeah.
yeah, so it will update in some time. So no worry for now. But now
No
it's done.
problem. Okay.
Now you will check it maybe after some time, because I don't know what is the cache time for the Firebase. But after some time it will be there. So we can check it. Maybe tomorrow you can check in the morning. It will work. I can give
Okay.
URL.
Okay.
We can check it tomorrow morning. It will be there.
Okay.
Sometimes it does not do it immediately. So whenever you want to, don't change it immediately and test it. Don't change immediately and test it. So do it in
Hmm.
everything in development and put it on the server, and after some time it will automatically revalidate the cache and you will
Hmm.
see the new changes.
Okay.
So now every time whenever you want to do the changes, and if you want to upload on the server, you have to run this npm run build again every time the change, and then you have to use Firebase deploy. And once you do a Firebase deploy, all the files will go there, and you will be able to use it.
Okay.
This URL. And then it's very Google hosting. It's very famous. You can use custom domain also. If you have your domain, you can use that also, and that way
Okay.
you will get a very powerful hosting, cloud hosting,
Yeah.
and so any number of users will come. Your site will not break. Otherwise,
Ah,
if you
okay.
have your own hosting, it will break.
Okay.
After
Okay. So
100
this is
users,
how I can host them.
right? After 100 users, you have to pay $25, because it can only take 100 users at a time. So if you think your website will go more than 100 users, you have to pay $25 per month.
What happens if more than 100 is there and I haven't paid? It will crash.
And no, they will not be able to
Access
use
it.
it. Yeah, something
Hmm.
will be, data will be not proper,
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we will be doing more such kind of stuff. we